Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our live broadcast, November 8th, 2015. So, Robin, now I'm echoing on your speakers.
Really? I don't hear it on my end.
You won't, because it's the same way I didn't hear that you were echoing through my speakers.
Okay.
Not anymore. Oh, wait, go ahead and speak. Oh, wait, no, it's me who speaks. Now I don't hear it. Now it's fine.
Okay, let me know. I can put on a headset if need be.
So yeah, I was invited to something else at 9 p.m. but I rejected it. It's never nice to refuse an invitation, right? But it was too similar to what I'm doing here. Yeah, I am echoing again. On and off. So they wanted me to teach meditation and answer questions. But I don't know really what the group is. I was on this group before once, and I did this. But to teach meditation again, it's, I don't know that it's really worthwhile. If they want, they can come here and learn meditation. They can read my booklet. It teaches how to meditate. We have 28 people signed up, I think, for the meetings, so that's great. A little bit of problem if you're one of those people and we haven't met yet. You have to really get a sense of how it works, and you really should visit the hangouts.google.com link, because that's your homepage. That should be your hub. You don't really need to use the meeting page after you've signed up. As long as you get the time right, you just call me on Hangouts. Of course, there's a link for the first meeting. There's a button that comes up, and you push that button, and it starts a Hangout for you to get you into it. But from there, I'm going to use the actual hangouts.google.com page to send you stuff, and so you need to have that open, and you need to know that you're calling me. I'm not calling you. Because, well, I don't have your I don't have your contact information, first of all, and second of all, I'm not going to go mucking around. It's up to you to. The mountain doesn't go to Muhammad. Is that how it goes? Muhammad has to go to the mountain. I don't know if that's proper, but I can't. I don't really have the.
Well, it's easier for 29 people to contact you than for you to contact 29 people.
That's right. Maybe. Yeah, because I have to do it 29 times. 28.
Yes.
And so I've been thinking to maybe add another slot, or 2 or 3 or 4, but that might require quitting university. So we'll see how that works. I might just decide that this university thing wasn't worth anything after all. I mean, I already know it's not worth that much, but I mean, I didn't expect this really to be set up and doing so much teaching. So just have to change based on the situation. Is that useful? No, that's not useful. Should have the light over here. Do that later. So, do we have any questions?
We do. First question, do you have pulse audio, the loopback devices, and dark ice turned on?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Then we're ready for real questions. Bhante, we have a group of Tibetan monks coming to our college this coming week, and their schedule involves building a sand mandala. Is that a sort of tradition for monks, or does it have any spiritual value? Thank you.
It's not working. It's not going to work.
What's not going to work?
That's what I need. Go ahead and speak.
Test, test.
Test, test. Loop back to null output from loop back of monitor. Right. I forget. I don't know. Can you speak again?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but why isn't that doing it? Test, test, test. Yeah, I think it's working. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Go ahead. Can you say again?
Test.
No, I mean, go for a question.
Oh, the question. Okay. Question is, Bhante, we have a group of Tibetan monks coming to our college this coming week, and their schedule involves building a sand mandala. Is that a sort of tradition for monks? Does it have any spiritual value? Thank you.
Yeah, they're Tibetan monks. I'm not a Tibetan monk, so I'm not really well equipped to answer that question. Sorry.
Bhante, I have a question concerning right livelihood. What are your thoughts about working in the games industry and potentially making games or simulations that contain violent aspects?
I'm not so concerned about the violent aspects. I understand that concern, but it's not, I think, as concerning as people make it out to be. I think there is a concern there, sure, but the bigger concern is the entertainment. It's maybe not the bigger concern. I don't know, but personally, to me, it's more about the entertainment, the doing something that's not of any value to people, not of any use to them, and in fact is helping people to waste time and to become negligent. So anything to do with entertainment, I think you can look at the 8 precepts. So breaking the 5 precepts, if livelihood involves breaking the 5 precepts, that's really bad. But if it involves breaking the 8 precepts, then it's problematic because you're involved in activities that encourage other people to engage in activities that hinder them on the path, obstruct them on the path. So that isn't the case with livelihood, like selling food or necessities, things that people need. So many things that you can offer or you can provide that actually are either neutral or actually are conducive to spiritual benefit. So it's definitely a problem. It's definitely not without its problems. It's not wrong, but it's maybe a little wrong. As to the violent aspect, I mean, you're not actually killing anything. And I wouldn't say you're necessarily, when I was young, we played Doom and Wolfenstein. We played Wolfenstein before it was 3D. And Warcraft, Starcraft. A lot of killing, no? A lot of games with killing. Duke Nukem we played. The killing aspect is not really, no, it's more like tag, really, or yeah, it's more like tag than anything. Or when I was younger, we played paintball. We actually went out we all had paint guns, and we went out and into the forest and we spent more time trying to find each other than actually shooting each other. But shooting each other, there was no sense that you were actually hurting each other. It was a competition. And so really that aspect, I think, isn't nearly as problematic. I mean, if someone is the problem, I suppose, is if someone is psychopathic or sociopathic, then they'll take it in a whole other way. And for them, it's not tag anymore. It's actually a means of being cruel or enacting fantasies of cruelty and evil, really. So there is that. There is a problem there. But for most people, I don't think it's really all that it's made out to be.
I spent a lot of time playing video games online, and greed and delusion are rampant.
Yeah, online, I imagine it's even worse because you've got the internet community. I heard something about, there's a lot of awful stuff that goes on in the chats, and they actually talk to each other, right? You've got
Of
headsets and
course, we
you
talk on Mumble. We
probably,
we do raids on Mumble.
right.
Yes.
And so there's a lot of people calling each other names and insulting each other's mothers. Apparently, it's a big thing. Am I right?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of trolling, sure, but there's text chat as well. So trade chat, they call it. That's where there's a lot of trolling,
Okay.
which is a chat for the whole realm. But there's a lot of greed and a lot of delusion. Um, if you're trying to meditate and control that kind of thing, online games are probably the wrong direction. At least that type. How to accept people who treat you with no respect. I'm finding it hard to let go of my feelings.
Yeah, well, a lot of meditation. Have you read my booklet? Recommend reading my booklet, starting to practice. It should help you let go. I mean, letting go isn't something you can do. It's something that comes naturally when you see clearly.
And then a follow-up question on the right livelihood about the game industry. Would the response differ if the games were nonviolent? In other words, encouraging collaboration and cooperation?
Yeah, I mean, maybe a little bit, but again, it depends on whether they're actually helping you cultivate wholesome mind states. Again, it's fake, right? So you're not actually doing anything for anybody, not most of the time. So if it's just what's the point of it, is to have fun or to spend time with each other, then it's probably not so problematic. It's still probably a problem with the 8 precepts.
Isn't that what Second Life is like, though? I've never actually signed
Well,
into
Second
Second
Life
Life.
is a platform. It's not a game. There's no objective. It's a world. It's virtual reality. It's what we all expected to be already happening. We expected everyone to be on Second Life, but it's never really taken off the way it was expected to. Not yet, anyway. Now with maybe all this new virtual reality stuff, it'll actually happen. But Second Life is a world. You buy land, you pay real money to buy land and set up a house, and
You
there's a lot of dating and stuff. People walk around half naked and
you pay real money or some
oh
kind of a
yeah,
game gold
it's game money, but you buy it. You have to buy it.
with real money. Oh,
Yeah, there's no real way to make it. People, you can give each other. People gave me like 4,000. I have like 4,000 Linden dollars, which I think is like $40 US or something.
that's awesome. Virtual Donna.
Yeah, well, I said please stop because I can't use it.
That's funny.
I just see the anyway.
I am 6'7", and when I sit cross-legged, my foot ends up hurting as the position I'm in. My right foot is under my left crossed leg. What position should my left foot be in so I can stop this from happening?
Yeah, I tried to just put one leg one leg in front of the other with the heel touching the shin of the back leg. But it's still probably not going to be easy in the beginning. It just takes time to get used to it. You can start with cushions under your knees and your legs. You can start sitting with your butt a little bit higher. It's just a matter of time. It's like anything. It takes training.
Is that what's called the Burmese position? Or is that different?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Not sure why, but
Someone in Burma must have been the first. Okay, so apparently you can't hear me on the feed, but as long as they can
still
hear
can't
you.
hear you.
Yeah, George said can't hear me on the feed, but as long as they can hear the answer, I guess
Well,
that's
we
the.
should be able to hear you now. That must have been a bit that's outdated because I'm seeing it pick you up.
Oh, okay. That was 7 minutes ago. Bhante, I tend to let my words slip and curse somewhat often, and from what I understand, this is not in line with right speech. Is it just a case of practice and being more mindful of when I speak, or is it not so much of a problem? I feel like it's not good to do.
Yeah, well, cursing isn't a big deal. It's not really wrong speech. No, not exactly, but it's usually associated with negative mind states. Now, worse speech is if you call someone names. Harsh speech is like calling someone a dog or a pig or a monkey or a goat, or calling people nasty names, hurting other people with speech. If you just say "damn it" or like this Israeli monk who kept saying bullshit all the time, and I tried to explain to him, that's probably not the best thing to say around Western people about American people, because I don't know how it is in Israel, but that word means, it's a little bit coarse. But that's not considered harsh speech. Harsh speech is if someone says something, you say, you're speaking, all you ever speak is bullshit or something. That would be harsh speech.
All caught up on questions. Are there any announcements?
No. Well, we have this. No, I've already mentioned that. Not for me. Tomorrow, another Dhammapada. Tonight. That's all for now. Well, hopefully that worked with the with the audio. I don't really know, but the problem is that I'm using these, which are Bluetooth, and it's all messed up. So hopefully that worked. Anyway, thank you all for coming out. Thanks, Robin, for your help.
Thank you, Bhante. Good night.
Good night.